What's going on YouTube? Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can move the chains. Welcome to the End Zone. This is the college football prediction show. Not many great games this week, unfortunately. So we're going to lightly go over some of the matchups and end up with Ohio State versus Penn State. And I'm going to give you my opinions and score predictions on each of these games. We'll begin with 24 Texas A&M versus number 4 UGA Bulldogs. Now every game Georgia plays against an elite or at least solid opponent like Notre Dame is decided by a very slim margin. Now that is just a fact. If you look at the schedule, you will see this. A&M has played much better these past 4 weeks on both sides of the ball. Played better defense, and they're on a win streak. Kellen Mond is starting to look better. Now it's going to be difficult for the Dogs to pass. Jake Fromm is under 47% passing in the last 2 games. So really this Georgia offense has not been very impressive this year. But their defense has been. It's 3rd in the country. And they're going to have to play like it to win this one. Because Georgia, even though they're number 4, I do feel like a team like Alabama with Tua would beat Georgia. Now without Tua, don't really know about that. Just this offense really worries me, but I'll give them the win 24-13 over Texas A&M. Also, the home field advantage is going to help. Number 12, Michigan plays a pretty underrated IU team. Now, Indiana, they put an incredible effort against Penn State last week without starting signal caller Michael Penix Jr. Peyton Ramsey completed 72% of his passes and around 8.5 yards per attempt, and has clean pocket protection for most of the time he's in the pocket. The IU O-line is actually very, very talented. Now, ever since the second half of that Penn State game, the Wolverines have been on fire. They totally ran through Notre Dame, and they have won a lot of games ever since. I'm just not comfortable calling an upset here, but I think it can be pretty close. So I'm going to go with Michigan 40, Indiana 31, and a great game over in the Big Ten. And now finally, the best game in the Big Ten and the best game in the country, number 9 Penn State at number 2 Ohio State. Now I will say I was invited to this game, and I do have free tickets to this game. Awesome. Thank you, Ohio State, for that hookup. But the number 1 total defense, the number 4 total offense, the number 2 team in sacks, number 1 in third down conversions, number 5 rushing offense, number 2 in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes are the most complete team in college football. They have a better defense than LSU, far better, and their offense is right up there. They have 3 potential Heisman finalists, and quite frankly, the Buckeyes seem unbeatable right now. Even though they do have a gauntlet of a schedule, as they're probably going to have to play Minnesota, and they do have Michigan left, who is playing very well lately. Now, what Penn State has going for them is a stellar defensive front, but Justin Fields has an incredible ability to escape pressure and create plays, and we've already seen that teams like Minnesota have been able to exploit this Penn State defense. Now, obviously, Sean Clifford is going to have his hands full, literally, with Chase Young in the backfield. And really, they don't even need Chase Young. That's how good this defense is. But Chase Young, he takes it to a whole nother level. Guys, I'm going to be straight up honest with you and tell you that I do not see a way the Nittany Lions can win this football game. They almost lost to Indiana last week to a backup quarterback. And for some odd reason, they're ranked ahead of Minnesota, even though they lost head-to-head. College Football Playoff Committee, once again, making mistakes in the rankings. But that's off topic. Let's go to the score prediction. For me, Ohio State wins 33-14. Yes, I'm predicting a blowout here in the Horseshoe. Make sure to look out for me on College Game Day. I'll be making some signs. I'll be up there. I'll have an EndZone sign. Thanks for watching the EndZone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.